first ride on an electric dirt bike. And yes, it seems they can do wheelies. I have followed the development of electric bikes with great interest, and this is my first opportunity to ride one. So here are some first impressions and discussions it raised in our group. Here we go, no clutch, but I've got a rear brake, got a front brake, not a lot of pedals down there. I've ridden the two-stroke version of the Freeride and this feels heavier. I think it is heavier by quite a few kilos because of the battery. But yeah, she feels light and chuckable. Oh, berm. I don't know how to ride berms. This is actually a KTM E-Ride. Some viewers will argue this isn't a proper enduro bike, which is true. The original KTM Freeride was about halfway between a trials bike and a proper enduro bike. This electric version is the same, but it's still a good chance to experience what an electric engine is like in an enduro context. Just one of the weird things is this is going to be so much quieter. I can actually talk and you guys will hear me. Jesus. The claimed power output was only about 20 horsepower. That feels about right. On one of our steeper climbs, we had the throttle pinned and the E-Ride was only just cruising up on the most aggressive power setting. But what is different with the electric engine is that if you grab a lot of throttle, you have plenty of torque at any speed. It did make tight single track a lot of fun. Definitely got a bit of power. Of course, the Freeride's way too small for me, so I'm going to just be sitting a lot for this. I forgot where the track went. That's it. The big problem? Lack of traction. On steep climbs or technical sections,
look ahead, look ahead!
The rear wheel wanted to spin at every opportunity.
Go, 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 go!
Can push it up from there.
Come on, you make it from there, just nice and easy on the throttle, nice and easy.
Keep the rear wheel weighted.
Sit up.
At first, we thought there was too much air pressure in the rear tyre. Nope. Next, we swapped rear wheels with another Freeride that had a good rear knobby. Traction was still no good. I found the E-Ride almost impossible to ride over these wet rocks.
Bloody hell.
As it just wanted to slide and wheel spin at the slightest throttle openings.
Gee, she just wants to spin.
The same thing happened on steep technical climbs. We assume that some kind of electronic traction control is going to be mandatory for any serious enduro riding.
So I don't think I got knobbies on, so I've got to be pretty careful. I think these, I didn't even have a look, but I'm assuming it's just got trials tyres. Gee, she's got some torque.
Our theory, four-strokes typically get better traction because the power pulses are spread further apart. The tyre knobs get more chance to dig in. Two-strokes fire twice as often, so often they don't get the same amount of traction. The electric engine has no power pulse at all. The moment it loses traction, the engine just says woohoo and starts spinning like mad. It's only a theory. I'm keen to hear what you guys think.
While to get used to how much throttle you need to lift the front wheel.
Once you bring it 5 times, that'll go out of your head.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Anyway, my first impressions. The hand-operated rear brake, is amazing. If you have ever ridden a bicycle, it is so easy to use this. So much control compared to a foot-operated brake. It was very weird not having to change gears or use the clutch, but within minutes I found it quite liberating. Many riders argue you need a clutch for advanced techniques,
This could well be true. I wasn't going to try any obstacles on a motorbike this small, and of course I didn't want to crash it. I really enjoyed the lack of noise. There is a lot of bird life on this private property. It was really interesting to hear bird calls and the wind in the trees.
Too fast! Help! I can't get off!
You can hear the whir of the electric engine, of course, but even at full throttle, it's not very loud. Of course, some riders hate that whirring sound and want plenty of noise from a combustion engine, each to their own. Viewers will know I discuss electric motorbikes in my videos occasionally. It always interests me that some people are so extreme in their beliefs. Some riders see electric motorbikes as part of some evil conspiracy to turn us into emasculated pedophiles. A tiny percentage of riders at the other extreme want to see combustion engines outlawed now. Me, I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm open to the idea of electric dirt bikes. When the weight and battery life are good enough, I'll definitely consider buying one. But the battery life just isn't good enough yet. This KTM e-Ride is a good example. KTM claim the upgraded battery now lasts 50% longer. The owner has bought one of these newer batteries and it was flat by the time we had used maybe 30% of our fuel tanks at most. However, electric trials bikes don't need a big range. And we did have an electric trials motorbike with us, this EM ePure. Hopefully next time I can ride that and report on what an electric trials bike is like. Have you ridden an electric motorbike? What did you think? Keen to hear your opinions? Let us know in the comments.